The earth is flat. The sun goes around the earth. You can take a metal spoon and by the power of the mind, bend it. Just like that. Now, of course, we know that's an impossible thing to do. Totally. But there are people who believe in such things. Now, these beliefs are kind of benign. They don't do harm to anyone. But there are other false beliefs out there that can be very, very harmful. And unfortunately, these days with the coronavirus wreaking havoc everywhere, there are all kinds of false beliefs. Over in Iran, some 500 people have died and over 3,000 have been hurt. Why? Because they drank methanol, hoping to protect themselves from the coronavirus. How does something like this happen? How do people drink a poisonous substance like methanol? Well, it all started with a post on social media from China by a British teacher who had been teaching English in China and came down with the coronavirus. He went to the hospital, he was hospitalized, he had difficulty coughing, sneezing, everything. He was put on oxygen, and after 2 weeks he recovered. And he posted that he had recovered because during hospital stay he had been drinking whiskey laced with honey. I don't know how he got hold of this in the hospital, but that's what he said. And this post went viral in Iran. Now in Iran, alcohol is illegal. In fact, you get lashed for trying to make alcohol. But methanol, which is a different kind of alcohol, is perfectly legal. It's used as an industrial solvent. It's used as a raw material for making formaldehyde, which is then used to make plastics, etc. So it is possible to get your hands on this. And what some truly unethical people started to do was to sell methanol as if it were ethanol, because people believed that they would just saturate themselves with alcohol, they would protect themselves from virus because of the post that they read from this guy in China. And this spread in Iran like wildfire, and people started drinking methanol. Now, methanol can kill you. If you're lucky, it only makes you blind. And it's tragic how a silly post like that, with no evidence whatsoever in the first place that alcohol can help ward off the virus, spreads. We have lots of stuff like that. Now, unfortunately, this happened in Iran. It's happening elsewhere in the world too, where people are trying to use methanol in some way to ward off the virus. It hasn't happened here. I think people here are knowledgeable enough. However, there has been a question that came up, very relevant to this, and it's about windshield washer fluid. Windshield washer fluid is about 40% methanol. And people have asked that in the absence of any other kind of disinfectant, can you use methanol to wipe your counters, wipe your packaging? No. Methanol is highly toxic. It can go through your hands. It can cause all kinds of terrible reactions. Forget that. This is for use in cars on windshields. Don't get it anywhere near your mouth and not even on your hands. It will not do anything for the virus. In fact, it's only about 40% methanol, so it wouldn't even act as a disinfectant. So let's listen to the scientists when they tell us what to do and what not to do in terms of combating the virus. Forget circular posts that go around touting benefits of methanol, or another quack item called miracle mineral solution, which is sodium chloride mixed with citric acid, supposedly kills the virus inside of your body. Again, total nonsense. Let's stick with the science, and eventually we will climb out of this very deep, dark hole that we are in.